Hey guys, it's Dr. Green here with the Peripheral Neuropathy Treatment Success Secret number 5. Know the autoimmune triggers. One of the most common questions I get is, how did I develop this autoimmune condition? It's pretty much genetics and the environment. It's a matter of what came first, the chicken or the egg. We all know that genetically you may be at risk of developing certain problems or conditions. We're going to talk about some of those environmental factors, one of them being chemicals, such as cigarette smoke. Let's talk about something we all know is an issue. Well, more importantly, there are 519 chemicals in cigarettes. Just a few of them, again, TSNA, tobacco-specific N-nitrosamines, are some of the most potent carcinogens, cancer-causing agents present in smokeless tobacco, snuff, and tobacco smoke. So even those electronic cigarettes have these ingredients. Benzene, it can be found in pesticides and gasoline. It's in cigarette smoke, and it's half of all exposure to this chemical comes from smoking. Pesticides, we talk about, again, our lawns and gardens. Well, they're inhaled into our lungs via cigarette smoke. And how about formaldehyde? It's a chemical used to preserve dead bodies. It's responsible for some of the nose, throat, and eye irritation smokers experience when breathing in cigarette smoke. When you smoke, you're embalming yourself. So chemicals in general can trigger an autoimmune response. Again, latest chemical we talk about, BPA. It's a very nasty chemical called bisphenol A, and it's in a lot of plastics. We talk about all those cups, right? BPA is extremely bad for thyroid health. It's extremely bad for neuropathy. It's extremely bad for autoimmune conditions, and it can trigger these problems. Rocket fuel is another. You heard that correctly. I said rocket fuel. You may ask, how am I exposed to rocket fuel? Studies have shown that 30 to 40% of women in America have remnants of rocket fuel in their body. It gets into the groundwater. It stays there for a very long time, and it can trigger your immune system. One of the biggest triggers with an autoimmune thyroid is iodine. So if we talk about your neuropathy being caused by a thyroid problem, and again, we're talking about that Hashimoto's, iodine is probably the biggest trigger. Chemicals such as pesticides can trigger the autoimmune response, and toxins in household products like DET and insect sprays or heavy metals in vaccines can also trigger them. You have to get checked. Come to my office, don't suffer a minute longer. Schedule your initial consultation so we can see if these are contributing to your immune response and neuropathy symptoms. 704-987-3993.